How about the night harvest? That's also very interesting. I think I saw a video when you were harvesting starting at 1 a.m. That's a
Yes.
very interesting process. Not a lot of wineries do it. How do you
Yeah.
manage this?
Yes. Well, the we harvest during the night. Two reasons. There's sustainable reason, but also a technical reason. All our buildings, for example, the winery, and I hope one day you came here to visit. Um, uh, it's a building that it was made to be very smart and intelligent in how we use the energy. So, for example, you can see here the roof. It's a PTF roof, so we can work inside without turning the lights on. Well, not in the office, but outside in the winery. But the most important is the roof isolate the temperature from outside. So now it's summer. Here we don't have more than 10 degrees, 12 degrees maximum. During the winter, it's the opposite. Here we have 10, 12, and outside could be 0 or 5. At the end of the harvest, when it's already winter and you need to warm up a tank, but you have 12 degrees here and not 6, you don't fight with the temperature outside to warm up your tank. You just spend less energy. Same thing at the beginning of the harvest when it's hot outside and here's 12 and you need to cool down a tank. You don't need to fight with the temperature. So we have a water mirror underneath. We have the barrel warehouse. These water mirrors keeps the temperature and the humidity for the barrel warehouse, so we don't need to expend a huge quantity of energy in air conditioning. So that's the reason why we harvest during the night, because the nights in Chile during the summer are from 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, depends on the day. Average 12 to 10. So when you start at 1 a.m. and you finish at 8 a.m., you harvest your grapes already at 10 or 12 degrees Celsius, and they arrive naturally at 10 degrees, 12 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
You crush the grapes, and that grapes will go into the tank at 10, 12 degrees Celsius naturally. And we like to do cold maceration for 5 days at 10 degrees Celsius. So we don't need to cool them down. We don't spend energy to cool down the grapes. It's nature who cool down them. So it's a way to don't spend energy. Sustainability, okay? And then the technical issue is that, for example, all that mass will get into the tank at 10 degrees Celsius. When you have to cool down your grapes, because you harvest during the day, your grapes will be 28 degrees. You receive them and you want to have 5 days of cool maceration. You have to cool them down to 10.
Yeah.
You imagine the quantity of energy that you need.
Of course.
And then depends on what are you using. Some part will go under 10, some part will be over 10, some part will be 10, and then you have part of that mass at 15, 5, and 10. That one in 15 will start to ferment.
Yeah.
And then will give you different flavors. So technically, it's not good. And then the machines in the crash pad works better with cold grapes. For example, the steamer. The grapes fall down very easy. So that's why we're doing harvest during the night. At the beginning, we were a little bit afraid about the people because they have to work during the night. But then we found that they prefer to work during the night because they don't need to work at 3 p.m. under the sun. You see, and in a very short period, in between 1 and 7, in 6 hours, they have the quantity and they make the money, and also a better money because during the night it's expensive than the day. But so for them, it became something good for them too. So it was good for them and for us.
That's amazing. I never thought about the fact, as you said, that it's easier to process the grapes even if they are colder.
Yes.
That
for example, another technical, this is very, very technical, but the crusher is the machine that opens the berries, okay, the grapes. So when the berries are 28 degrees Celsius, they're very floppy, because, okay, so if they go into the crusher and the crusher, it's not very, very tight, they will go through and they will never open. you need to put your crusher very, very tight, and then you will do this to your seeds. You will have flavors. I mean, those sour or bitter flavor from the seeds, and you will crush everything. When the grapes are cold, they are tight, very tight.
Yeah.
You know. So you open a little bit your crusher, and your crusher just touch them, and they get open. What I call the Pac-Man effect. You remember the Pac-Man?
Yes.
Well, the new generations, I talk to them about the Pac-Man when I explain them to the new winemakers, and they go like, what? Well, the Pac-Man effect, and they get open very easy. You don't do this to your seeds, and then you have the juice running out. So little things make the difference.
That's amazing. Thanks for watching this video. You can watch the full podcast episode by clicking here, or watch another interesting video by clicking here. Let's continue the discussion in the comment section, and see you in the next one.